boy. Them Candace is healthy.
All right, we're good. But no, for real, I've made up for all of that with muscle now.
Are you rolling?
Yeah. So are we rolling all around? Rolling. Rolling.
Hold on, my lips chapped.
Oh my god.
I don't know how to.
So before we even get into all of this, you know what I mean? We've established that ranch
is a dressing sauce.
It's a dressing.
It's a dressing. Don't add sauce at
the end.
It's a
That's how you know you're salty when you lost.
It's
you
a
know
dressing
sauce.
Because you just Googled it. You just Googled it. And what it said?
It don't matter. They didn't see me Google it. It's a dressing sauce.
They can
Google it right now.
But what I'm saying is, not y'all, me, I use ranch for more as a sauce than I do dressing because I use Caesar dressing.
That doesn't make it a sauce though.
But it is a sauce because I'm dipping it in my ranch sauce. It's like I'm dipping it in barbecue sauce. I'm dipping my wings in some.
It's ranch
sauce.
It's ranch.
It don't matter.
And you'd be like, damn, let me get a 10-piece with ranch sauce.
No, bro.
Did they say ranch sauce and blue cheese?
No, I say let me get a 10-piece with ranch. It's just ranch.
Yeah, ranch dressing.
It's ranch dressing?
I don't say let me get a 10-piece with ranch dressing, please.
No, you don't say
ranch sauce.
You don't say ranch sauce.
You just say ranch.
You say ranch.
I just know y'all eat blue cheese though. Like that's weird.
Hey, no, it's not.
You can't.
We'll let people answer in the comments.
You can't trust nobody who puts ranch on pizza.
Please.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Nobody's gonna agree with y'all
that's
on that.
Disgusting.
There's a lot, especially black women too. Black women eat their pizzas with ranch, bro. I've seen a lot of black women do that. They're gonna look at y'all crazy. Like
you know, there's black women who don't eat pizza with ranch, right?
I ain't met one, so I guess I talk to just. I don't even know.
Oh man, this is a perfect segue into this topic.
I guess so. I mean, when I see black women eating pizza, I see them eating it. You got some ranch?
No, because when Papa John's ranch is you get the little garlic.
You definitely get garlic.
You get garlic.
You definitely get garlic.
Ranch.
What if they forgot that garlic in that box that they delivered?
They never.
So you gonna go pull out ranch?
You gonna go pull out ranch from the?
Yeah, I'm pulling out that ranch with the blue top.
Oh, you're
wild.
Is it
blue top?
Yeah, blue top?
Yeah, blue top ranch.
Buttermilk ranch. All right.
Buttermilk ranch.
That ever disgusting.
You are gross.
Grody.
So today, one day that we're talking about today on the real example, it's Think, Relate, Explore. It's normally TJ, Risk, and Zay, but Marcus, our cameraman, stepped in front of the camera today to help us out.
I'm risky today.
No, Risk is
replacing the ignorance.
Risk has got a lot of cuts to handle today, so Marcus is holding it down. So with that being said, one thing that we definitely talked about, thing that comes across now is interracial relationships. And one, would you be in one? And two, how do you think you should feel like about dating women that aren't black?
So would I be in one? Me personally?
Yes, you, Marcus.
I can't, bro. But no, it's not even funny. It's not
It's
funny.
pretty funny, bro.
It's not funny.
It's pretty funny.
Okay.
This man said I can't.
Bro, what I'm saying is, we're not in relationships just to be in relationships now. We at an age where we in relationships, get to the next level. It's either with kids or with marriage.
Okay.
So if I have a child with, say, a white woman or just say a Asian woman or something, they're not gonna know how to raise my black son or black daughter, especially in this day and age, bro, in this time right now, bro. Like, True. So I feel like I need a black woman, or you gotta have some black in you just to understand, and like, so you can feed them that knowledge, like, we're always going to be looked at as lesser and stuff like that. So you got to work 10 times as harder as the next person in front of you, so as that white boy in your class or whatever. Like, and it's no disrespect to different races or anything like that. But that's just how I look at it. So if I was to, the most I'm going to, I'll date someone who's mixed. I'll date a Malaysian, or I'll date a black and with Mexican, or I just need black in there, bro. I need some type of crispy brown in there. Crispy brown.
True. How you feeling about that, TJ?
On the skillet for the crispy.
Y'all not about to do
that crispy cooking brown.
Leave it in the sun for the right amount of time. All right, let me.
I'm about to get. Okay. I'm about to ask.
All right. Oh boy. All right. But no, that's a great question. I feel like I could do it. And again, like, not even trying to be disrespectful. Probably all races except for white. And it's not that I hate or dislike white people. I just feel like ever since America has been constructed, that has been a bad look. If you just think about history, like, I just don't think it will work. You know what I'm saying? Just how we be viewed. And personally, I'm saying this from my standpoint. I don't know if I can handle it, right? Not even from a societal thing, but it's just like, much like Marcus said, if there's no black in there at all, like, how can you understand the struggle? You can read up on history and stuff like that, but there's some things that if you haven't been through it,
You just gotta go through it, bro. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
And let's be real. That's like, there's privilege, and then there's highly undeserved, side of things, and those are two opposite sides of the spectrum. Right. So you're trying to bridge this huge gap, and it'd be hard to do.
But I don't knock like the people who do date.
Do your thing.
Because I got a whole bunch of homeboys who have
white girlfriends.
And they got
our
white.
squad.
Our squad is like they're getting engaged to white women, and they're cool too. But it's just like, just for me, because what I've been through, everybody's experiences is different, especially with a different race. Like, I know I've been through a whole bunch of different experiences, especially with white people, because I lived in Montgomery, and there's different whole bunch of spots where it's racial hot spots where, like, damn, I don't want my kids to like be surprised when this shit happens to them. So let me just go ahead and stick with a black queen. I want y'all to know y'all are black queens. But stick with a black queen, so you keep that shit going, keep the family going. And they'll be straight. My kids will be straight.
Yeah. I would say I have to be with TJ. Anything but white, and
that sounds bad.
It does. It
sounds bad. That's why I had to give it some context.
And the reason why I say that, and it's not no shade to any of my white female friends or anything like that. It's just more so from a standpoint of, can you really understand what I'm going through as a black man?
Can you get me?
And will you understand what our children will go through? And other minorities, they deal with different struggles, and I'm not going to say it's nowhere near it, because there's definitely racist, Hispanics, Asians, and sub-demographics all throughout. Let's not get it twisted. But I will say, like, dealing with a woman who is white, who's across the spectrum, like, you've got to really show me that you get it. And I'm not gonna say, like, you can post on Instagram, you out in protest, that's cool, but do you understand, like, when we bring our child into this world, they are not seen like you, they seem like me.
And you have to preach that to them.
Yeah, and you have to understand that if they were to get pulled over, your child, who is half white, half black, will be treated like me and not like you.
Yep.
And if you understand all that comes with being a black person, and you can educate my child in that way, then we can get there. And sometimes what I find out and what I'm realizing now, it's just not even just white people have a distance. They can't understand that aspect of being black, but even other minorities. So, like Marcus said, having a little bit of black hand something else, because you got a picture of it. You can sample it. You know what the black experience is. You can know, like, sure, like, I can explain to my sons and my daughters that when they do come, like, you're gonna have long hair, you're gonna be judged a certain way, you're gonna have to operate a different way. Like, my father and my parents have already told me, like, because I have locks, because I'm educated, I have to come into a room and I have to hit that code switch. Y'all know about the code switch. Y'all know about that code switch. And what's crazy,
put your Brad voice on.
And then what's crazy is, like, when you code switch, when you do something like that, that's it's a survival tactic. And you don't even, we have been taught how to do it so much that when we hop off of work, when we hop on the phone, and then we change it to how we normally communicate around people who are not used to it, they'll be like, oh my God, like, you really talk like this. And it's like, you got to know when to turn it on, when to turn it off. When you hop on the phone and, hello, my name's Xavier Robertson, how can I help you today?
That's what I really
you know what I mean?
like.
And that's one of many survival tactics that was ingrained in me with both of my black parents. Mm-hmm. I just don't know if someone outside of the race can truly understand that. And then I don't understand, like, me being a black man, there's certain stuff I don't understand about other cultures. Mm-hmm. Like the Hispanic culture. Mm-hmm. If I marry a woman who's got a strong Latin root, guess what? I gotta be bilingual.
Bilingual as a motherfucker. You better know everything 100%. She's saying.
Yeah, and if I'm dealing with even if it's like she's from a different culture, like we gotta. I have to go deeper into that. Granted, y'all already know me. I'm down to learn other languages. I've already 100%. Did it outside of my race. But for you to be my wife, and for you to raise my children, son.
Speaking of being like bilingual, I just wanted to ask. Okay, so do y'all think our slang is like another language?
It's
The way people perceive it sometimes.
I didn't think it was until
it kind of seems like it is.
It
to
might
a
be
degree.
like
what they call it AAVE. I saw it like our African American vernacular something, something like that.
Like
Yeah,
finna be. Shit like that.
Yeah.
Like ain't it? Stuff like
It could
yeah,
be.
like the way.
all that shit the things that we say like
Like I didn't really think about it, but if you go to like you walk around Atlanta, speaking Atlanta, like South Atlanta, everybody who know trouble.
everybody knows trouble.
Everybody know trouble.
Who says chochos instead of just saying dollars? We get that though.
Yeah, it's
we get that.
and like there's different, and then there's even sub dialects, New York slang.
Yeah.
You
Oh, yeah.
got Texas, and then you got Florida, and the different parts of Florida.
But
like,
see, different people don't understand that. Not like black people understand it more than the other races and other cultures.
when
out
I say
there.
it's another language, I would say
I think so.
I won't see why not. Like it's one of those things where, like if an African person, that's one thing because you have African friends that's Georgia Southern. My Nigerian friend said learning English is so hard because African Americans speak differently than white Americans.
Yep.
And then there's the King's English, then there's American English,
Yep.
and then how we speak.
Yep.
It's not that we don't know how to speak, but
We
it's
just
an-
add our own little twist to it.
And then like
Makes
there's
it
a whole other
confusing.
spectrum I didn't think about. Like you have the Caribbean language where they have patois, which is technically a subcontext of English.
Yep.
And that's I don't know about y'all, but I can't understand patois.
Well, patois,
You know what I'm saying?
patois, like they really be. If you listen to it closely, they literally use a lot of English words. It's kind of like they tie words together too. Though
Yeah.
it's kind of like how Haitian people when they talk sometimes.
Yeah, with the
like with
Creole and French.
Creole, yeah, Creole and French. It's like they just tie certain words in each other, but you can still kind of understand if you paying attention and listening to it heavy. But yeah, I feel you though.
Yeah, I feel like there's
Each culture has like a little bit of that.
Yeah.
yeah
When
and
you
I-
blend, you have to be in that exact
Yeah, 'cause-
region to really understand it and
Yeah.
grow up there and understand the culture.
It's like with Spanish, like if you really start learning Spanish, you really understand that Spanish people really talk proper, bruh. When they say things, they don't say like they wouldn't say like have a black person say, "Get your ass over here," or something like that. Like
Ow.
no Spanish person will
Well, actually, it
talk
depends on the
like that.
dialect.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It depends on the dialect.
But Spanish people talk really proper in Spanish, but like
But there's a whole slang.
Yeah,
There's
yeah, for
like
sure.
here's,
There's slang.
there's a whole conjugation. Let me educate you right quick. Because the Spanish, there's proper Spanish. There's proper Spanish, real proper Spanish, which is like Spain, Argentina. They say the vosotros form,
Yep.
and everyone from
Yep.
Central America thinks, and regular America thinks that's bougie. And then they have on the then you have like your common day Spanish, your regular
yeah, like,
Spanish.
like the Mexico, Puerto Rico,
And
stuff like that.
you got the Puerto Rican, the Central American, and then you have Caribbean Spanish. Caribbean Spanish is different from that Spanish, and then you have the Mexican Spanish, and
Yeah.
those are the different subdialects within there.
Yeah.
And then people, bro, like to say that Spanish, bro. Trust and believe they got some slang in Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
Trust and believe,
Yeah, for
like,
sure,
yeah.
for
It's,
sure.
it's one of those things where when you in the coaching, you see like, I'll be listening, I'll be like, I ain't. According to me, my Spanish dick says.
according to the book.
Spanish dick says this, but what does that really mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's stuff like, we say, what's up? Nigerian. Deceive. You know what I mean? They would be like, what's up? No, it's a greeting. That's the type of stuff that you would have to. If I'm marrying a person outside of my race, wherever the dialect that they naturally speak, I would
you
have
have to
learn
get
it.
familiar with that.
Because, boy.
There'd be
I-
a gap in just how you can engage and relate to
Exactly.
them.
Yep.
Because you would say something, and it would be like you expect to have a connection, and they're just looking at you like, okay, and you're just like,
And then,
okay,
and
well,
you gotta
I mean-
you got to put forth that effort.
But you don't even see too many of like different cultures mixing with other people either. Like you don't see a Nigerian woman marrying an American black man like that for real, like that. Like you don't see that. You see Africans. We've been saying this since high school. Africans really stick together, bro. They marry inside their own country or inside
like
that
that
whole continent. Bro. But you
international.
don't see no Ethiopian talking to somebody from Zimbabwe or from the Congo or anything like that. You don't see that.
True.
You don't see that at
I
all.
haven't really seen that. I
So-
think, I will. Most of my thing was because you live in Hawaii, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about any and every combination. Jamaican Haitians,
Yep.
Jamaican Asians. Like you got Filipino, Hispanic, Black. You got Native American, Black. Like, bro, there's so many blending going on. I
Yeah.
thought, like, yo, this is like, you know, being young, you'd be like, this is a buffet. But at the same time, like that was the norm in Hawaii. That's the norm. When you get more out west, there's a more blending.
Yeah.
But the more out west you get, there's a less of us you see. Like what's really crazy to me, people I talk to in Arizona, people I talk to in Cali, people talk to like out west, they say, yo, there's not a lot of black people.
Yeah.
And most of my life has been on the East Coast, so I'm used to seeing black people.
Same.
And then you get to Atlanta, super black.
Super brown.
Super black.
Super brown.
So it's one of those things where it's
Crispy brown. Fried chicken brown. All right. I'm sorry. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Grilled chicken brown. But
Healthy.
when you get
y'all about to get married.
Okay, wait. When you get out west, that's when you really see. You see a lot of Samoans and Hispanics,
Polynesian.
and
Yeah,
you see
Hispanics.
that's where you really see the flavor in the U.S. Really, the flavor is out west, bro.
The flavor's out west.
The flavor is out west.
And
Out
then
west or like New York, maybe.
Out west,
melting
New
pots
York,
like that.
yeah, the
if you're going
ports.
to be on the East Coast.
Yeah, places where
gotta be
people
something like that.
come in for real. Yeah, and Atlanta is on its way, but it's not on that L.A., New York level.
I don't think Atlanta will. I don't know. I don't know if it'll reach that big. I don't know.
I don't know the way these property values are.
I don't know.
They're trying to get it there.
Yeah, the way they keep on hiking stuff up.
Shit, and then people, where the next spot people gonna go? Charlotte.
True.
Slick, that's supposed to be like the next Atlanta. At least
Yeah,
that's what they're
exactly.
advertising.
Watch
as.
2030. Charlotte gonna be New Atlanta.
I went to Charlotte recently.
I'll
It's
be
gonna
there.
be 2030 might be their
So-
time.
It's just Charlotte lame because everything shut down at 1:30, 2 o'clock. But this is not a.
This is not. We're not talking about Charlotte versus
I know.
Atlanta. We're gonna talk about what we talking
that
about.
race.
And so, I mean, honestly, like TJ, and you both know, like I've dated women outside my race with intentions, and it comes down to that point where you think like, could I do this long term? Like, and half of me is like, yeah, I could do this. Like, you know, me and TJ, like I tell TJ all the time, it's like, man, look, she good with God. She good with
She
me.
good with me. It's more that comes with that.
It's like
There's more to come with that.
Yeah, but it definitely like when you
It
get
starts
into
there.
Yeah.
It starts
She
there.
good with God and she good
And
with
then
me.
we can
You
branch
get
out from
deeper
there.
into it, and like we said,
gotta
like,
start there.
Do you understand? Like I'm doing a lot of stuff with Black Lives Matter, the movement, and you know what I'm saying I've dusted the spoken word, did some stuff for the Beltline. Y'all saw my spoken word earlier to help us breathe now project, basically pledging, having people pledge. Quick plug, Help Us Breathe Now is a platform for people to pledge how they're going to address social justice in their own community. You don't have to donate, you don't have to do nothing crazy, but there's a list of things you can do just to
Make that
educate
commitment.
yourself and get active. It went live about a month ago, and we're still doing things. One of the active initiatives that we're doing right now is funding the 26 ranked to the 117 ranked HBCUs. Why? Because the first to 25 get majority of the funding. So we have a GoFundMe up right now. The link is in Abstract Excellence. I'm gonna throw the plug up there, and you can go ahead and see how you can pledge, donate, and support just social equality. But getting back to that point, that conversation I had right there, you gotta feel me.
Yeah.
You gotta understand
You do.
why I'm doing it.
Yep.
And it's not enough to be like, well, yeah, my boyfriend, he's kind of active. No, no. I need you to understand.
Yikes.
I'm in this trenches. Why? I'm in this trenches for the people that came before me, and so my people can come after me. Think about this. John Lewis just passed away.
Just
R.I.P.
passed away.
Legend. How many John Lewises we got left? John Lewis spent 33 years, 45 arrests to skip where we are right now.
Yep.
Where we are right now. And where we are right now ain't nowhere near where we
Ain't
want to
nowhere
be.
near where we want to be. We still got hundreds of years to go.
And so it's like,
I feel like.
it's like,
No,
so,
that's facts.
and so when you join my bloodline, when you mix my blood with your blood, when we create our children, when you become part of this, are you willing to sign up and deal with the fact that your grandchildren, your great grandchildren
Are going to be brown.
are gonna be black. And they're gonna be labeled as black. They're gonna be seen as black. And they tax wise.
And another question too is your family okay with seeing that as well? Because like if your family, I'm not rocking with the whole like this is my girl, but I can't go over to her family's
Yeah,
house
like-
because they sitting over there in the corner like who's this?
And that's tough to find.
Are they
a white
making
woman or
subliminal
somebody-
jokes and stuff
Yeah.
like that? Well, I'm sitting
Yeah.
there and it's like I'm outnumbered.
It's,
so now y'all,
it's
nah.
tough to find a white woman or Asian or anything like that their just whole family going back to their grandparents.
It's gonna
except
rock with you.
Anything else, bro.
That
That's tough. You
Because-
cannot find that for real.
Because, bro, do you realize how, bro? I didn't know this, but African Americans, not blacks, African American people, other black demographics are scared of. My Nigerian friends came over and we had a heart to heart because I was at the Nigerian Independence Party, and they were like, they said they were scared. Their parents told them do not affiliate with African Americans, and they said because of the images that they were portrayed. And then when they got over here and saw the reality, that they realized like, oh, y'all are regular people. So even other international cultures see African Americans,
then do not rock with us,
as a low level.
That's been like that though, bro.
Yeah, man.
Africans have been just not liking us over here, and they really talk shit. They really talk shit about us, bro. They think we are just below them,
because it's the you know what I'm saying, that community that we talk about.
Yeah,
but yeah, man. So
media has painted that picture.
True. So man, closing words, man. What do you guys think like moving forward for people interracially speaking?
Well, personally, I would say
what you say is like your final thoughts on this whole topic.
I would say for me, I would never say never just because what your dad say. Like, never say never. So I won't say never, but I will say that piggybacking off of you, Zay, you would have to show me like that she not only understands but is willing to put in work, because it's going to be a daily effort, especially once you have kids. It's not just going to stop like, okay, we kind of taught them this, they're 5 now, there's going to be stages, because we've all had those lessons where it's like, okay, now you're about to get in the car, now you're driving, there's this lesson. Now you're going to college, there's another lesson.
So to rock with me, I feel like you do have to be ahead of your people, and you do have to be putting your family on this information as well. Like when I talk to you, I should really feel it deep down in my soul. Like, yo, she has learned something. She knows something. Like I can potentially go with this.
But boy, what?
Like fact check me, but like,
fact check me.
You've been in the history
teach me.
books. I'm going crazy.
We all just don't know everything, but teach me something. Like teach me something that happened 400 years ago.
Because the real simple question is like, I could go with this work. I could just find me a black queen.
I could just find me a black queen.
And
what's the easiest thing to do?
Find you a black queen. It ain't that hard. So like I said, man, we had a great conversation. Marcus guest starring for a couple episodes, you feel me? This has been the real example. this has been. And I'm Zay, that's TJ, and this Marcus.
Put salad dressing in front of his name when you...
Please put some salad dressing, and make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff, just so we want your feedback as well, so.
All right. Y'all take care. Y'all stay blessed and hold it down.
Be brown.
Crispy brown.
Crispy brown fried chicken brown.